So some of the things you can do with a lathe is just amazing. And even this one here, you've seen this in a few of my videos, it's just a cheap little wood lathe. And it's got a cheap little metal lathe table on it. Turn on some light here. This is an SL1000 or 2000 or something table. My tool head is just something that I made on the lathe before I even having a tool head, basically with the grinder. I just took a bolt and ground it down so it slids in there, or it slid in there, and I can turn this any way I want. And it's just sandwiched in between. I got it slit, so this will go right down through the center of the bolt, and then I stuck a bolt in there so I can tighten the nut up and not collapse it. So it's pretty it's a pretty redneck operation I got going on here. And my little chuck here, I already broke the little key, so I've ground down spikes for tightening that. But here's what I've been working on. Now that looks like a 30-30 shell, and it is, but I've actually, this is actually a little jig I made up. I'm going to set the camera down so I can get a better look, and I'll show you what I mean. Maybe. Okay, so I know the lighting is really shitty, but anyway, here's what I was talking about. Looks like a bullet, but you wouldn't want to fire this one. Okay, so what I've done here, because my lathe does not have a tailstock that's usable, this is a 5/16 bolt, and I took my 30-30 case, deprimed it with a 303 British die, so it opened up the neck enough that I could get it in there. And that little point on the end goes all the way up through the case and fits into the flash hole. So now what happens when I put it in my lathe, and I got a little shim here made out of a Pepsi can. You can see where the might be able to see it. Yeah, you can see the little vertical lines here. That's where the chuck tightened down on it so it didn't damage the brass. So I just wrap that around there, stick that in the chuck, and now I can machine on the rim without bending it. It's nice and stable. It works really well. So now with just that little tool there, I turn 30-30 into these. So I'm doing this one up for 6.5 Carcano. So I got the rim is the right diameter. The base is a little bit small, but you know, it's a fraction of a millimeter. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll be shooting cast bullets in it anyway, so. And I just gotta size it down. Now I did another video essentially doing the same thing, making 32 Remington brass, and this is the same thing. I still have some of those kicking around, which they started off as 30-30 or 32 special, and they went to 32 Remington, and now they're going to go to 6.5 Carcano. So this process, you know, it's a good process if you want to make Carcano brass, if you want to make 30, 32, or 25 Remington. It works for that as well. So hopefully tomorrow when it's daylight and I can find the mount for my camera, because I think I've lost it. I know I've lost it because I can't find it. I'll show the whole operation of doing this, so stay tuned for the next update on the things you can do with a lathe, we'll call it. Alright, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave comments if you feel like it. See you next time.